Are you coming off the cloud yet?
I am now.
What do you see down there below you?
A very crowded city.
Very crowded city. Okay.
Yeah. Like a lot of buildings.
Okay.
It's an older city though, it's not a new city.
Alright. Old city. Old crowded city.
Yeah.
And who are you in that old crowded city? Can you see yourself?
I think I'm a small girl.
You're a small girl. Look down at your feet. What's on your feet?
Oh. Really old feet.
Old feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm small.
So you're maybe tiny but old.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay. Are you wise?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's all right. Can you see if you can see your hands?
Yeah, I can see my hands.
Okay. Are you carrying anything, or describe your hands?
I'm not carrying anything, but I have a ring. I have a golden ring on 3 fingers.
Golden ring on 3 fingers.
Yeah.
Does this ring represent anything, or is it significant?
No, because I don't wear gold.
You don't wear gold?
No, I never wear gold.
But this person, does she like the rings, or?
Yeah.
How did she get them?
I think she stole them.
She stole them?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see what you're wearing?
I'm wearing a robe.
A robe.
Like a very shabby robe.
Okay.
Like, it's not a very nice robe. It's like grayish brown. I think I might be poor.
You're poor. Okay. Do you have anything on your head?
No, but I have like curly gray hair.
Curly gray hair. Okay.
And I barely have hair.
Okay. So it's thin.
Yes.
Okay. So you're wearing a robe. What color is the robe?
It's like grayish brown.
Grayish brown. What about the material? What is it made out of?
It's like a sack material.
Like a sack.
Yeah.
All right. Now, can you tell, are you layering? So do you have something underneath this robe, or is this all you have?
No, that's all I have.
That's all you have. Do you have shoes on your feet?
No, I'm barefoot.
You're barefoot. Okay.
So weird.
And besides these gold rings, is it 3 rings?
3 rings.
Okay. Besides these 3 rings, are you carrying anything?
No, but my sack has like a pocket.
You have a sack. Your robe,
My robe, sorry.
Okay.
My robe has a pocket.
Is there anything in the pocket?
I don't know yet.
Why don't you reach in and have a look if there's anything in that pocket?
There's like a rolled up paper.
A rolled up paper. Okay. What's on that paper? Can you unroll it? Is anything written on it?
There are some symbols, but I don't know what it means.
Okay. Do you get the sense that you should know what it means, or?
Yeah, I should.
Well, instinctively you know what it means. What does it represent, those symbols?
I don't know, I forgot.
You forgot. That's all right. So, do you get a sense of how old you are?
I'm 72.
You're 72. Okay. And do you have a sense of what year it is for you?
I think it's like... There's a 5. I don't know if it's like 1500 or
Okay.
500. I don't think it's 500. I think it's 1500.
Okay. 1500, that sounds right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you get a sense of where you are in the world?
Well, it's a hot climate. Very crowded. I'm somewhere in the Middle East.
Okay.
I might be in Egypt. This
Okay.
looks like Egypt.
It looks like Egypt.
Like old Cairo.
Old Cairo.
And there's the pyramids.
And you see the pyramids?
Yeah.
Okay. What do the pyramids mean to you?
Power.
They mean power. Okay. Do you go see the pyramids? Or you just see them in the background?
They're just in the background. And it's just the tip.
Okay.
I can't see the whole pyramids because
Okay.
there's so many buildings stopping. I mean,
They're in the way?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you get a sense that you're heading somewhere, or what are you doing on this? Are you on the street?
I'm actually sitting on the side of the road.
You're sitting on the side of the
Yeah.
road. Okay. So you're watching people go by.
Yeah, and I'm really hungry.
And you're really hungry. Okay. Do you have a family?
I had a daughter.
Okay. You had a daughter. What happened to her?
I couldn't feed her.
You couldn't feed her. So where did she go?
I think she died.
She died. Did she die when she was quite young?
I think she was like 6 years old.
So she was a little girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you
But that was a long time ago, though.
a long time ago. Okay. Were you married? Or who's her father?
Married? I was married.
You were married. What happened to him?
I think he did this to me. He threw me out.
He threw you out.
Yeah.
Why did he throw you out?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
You don't remember. Why don't we go back to that time? Go back. You know the answers. Go back in time and see what happened back then. You're a bit younger. And he's telling you to leave. Why is he telling you to leave?
He wasn't a good person.
He wasn't a good person.
No.
Now, when he told you to leave, did he tell you? Were you
I know why.
Why?
Because he had someone else.
He found someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he kicked us out.
Kicked us out. So you and your daughter.
Yes.
Okay. Who was he? Was he powerful?
In the district where we lived, yes.
Okay. And then, so you had
But he wasn't, I mean, he wasn't, we weren't very rich either.
Okay. So just among his group, he was powerful.
That's powerful in our alleyways.
Okay.
In Arabic, it's called Hara.
Hara. Okay. And you're in Cairo.
I'm in Cairo.
Okay.
I'm in Giza.
Beautiful. And so you were left with your daughter.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Did you have any other family? So you had no one else.
I don't remember my family.
How did you meet him?
I don't know, I just can't see anymore.
That's all right. That's all right. Do you get the sense that you loved him or he took you?
I feel no love towards him.
You feel no love. Okay. Was it an arranged marriage?
No.
No?
I don't know how we ended up together.
Okay.
He might have taken me.
Okay. So he might have taken you from your family.
Thinking about him, it's just all black now. I don't want to think about him.
Okay, that's all right. We don't have to think about him. So let's go back to where you were. So you're 72.
Yes.
And you're standing or you're sitting down on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And you're watching the world in front of you.
Yeah, and the weather is beautiful. And
the weather's beautiful. So what do you see? What does it feel like to be there?
It doesn't feel too bad. I'm used to this. I'm comfortable.
Okay. You feel peaceful there?
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay. So let's have another look at these 3 rings that you have.
Okay.
Look down at your hand. Describe these 3 rings. What do they look like?
2 of them are just plain gold rings,
Mm-hmm.
and the third one is like it has like a diamond thing around it.
Okay.
So it's like there's like a layer of diamonds.
Okay.
And it's very, very small diamonds. I think these are the only 3 things that I have that are worth something.
Okay. And now let's go back a little bit and find out how you got these rings.
Okay.
Who gave them to you? Go back in time. Be there now. Who gave you these rings, or how did you get them?
My father.
They're your father's rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my mother.
And your mother. Now, did they buy them for you, or do you get a sense that they were in the family a long time, or?
They were in the family for a
So
long time.
For a long time. Okay.
Very long time.
So these are special rings.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I couldn't sell them, even when my daughter was starving and we're starving. I just couldn't sell them.
Okay. What do these rings represent?
I think it's like hope, because no matter how bad life gets, it's a reminder that there's an afterlife, and if you don't get it in this life, then you'll get it in the next life. So that's hopeful for me.
That's beautiful. So that's what these rings represent. Did they always represent this, or do they represent that to you?
No, they always did.
They always did. Okay.
Yeah. That's what my father used to tell me.
Oh, okay.
Very religious family, actually.
A religious family. Okay. How long has it been, or is your father still in your life?
No.
Okay. How long has it been since he passed?
Maybe like 50 years.
Okay. 50 years. So you were quite young when he passed.
Yeah.
Do you get the sense like he left these rings for you after he passed?
No,
You already had them?
I had them. I always had them.
Okay.
He gave them to me when I was very young.
Okay.
He was like trying to teach me a valuable lesson.
Okay.
We were very rich.
You were very rich?
Yeah, our family was very rich.
Hmm.
He was trying to tell me that, riches, money comes and goes. You have to be a good person, but then I wasn't.
What did you do?
I ran away.
You ran away.
Yeah, I was ungrateful.
And where did you end up?
Ended up in some weird neighborhoods, and then I was taken by this man.
Mm-hmm. And you were made his wife.
Yeah.
Okay. How come you were never able to go back to your family?
I left them. How can I go back to them?
Were they looking for you?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
There was no way to communicate with anyone.
Okay. So does the year 1500 still sound right?
There's a 5.
Or does 500 sound more right?
No, 1500 sounds more right.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So let's go to a significant day in the life of this woman. In the same lifetime. Go to a very significant day. Be there now. A very significant day in this lifetime. What do you see?
I'm standing outside and I'm looking into a house.
Uh-huh.
And someone's getting married.
Okay. Do you know them?
I know the girl.
You know the girl. Okay. Is she a friend?
I think she's like my relative.
She's a relative. Okay.
And she's beautiful. But I'm still wearing my shabby clothes.
How old are you there?
I think it's the same time, like around 70.
Okay.
And she looks so beautiful. And I'm so happy for her.
So you just went to go have a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember who she is. I think she was part of my old life.
She's a relative?
Yes.
Okay. And why is this day significant to you?
I think she would have been my sister's daughter.
Oh, okay.
So she's my niece.
Do you want to go inside?
I can't. I'm hideous.
So you don't think that they would welcome you if you went inside?
No.
Okay. So after you left, you get the sense that you would have been no longer welcome?
Yeah.
So you left on bad terms?
Really bad terms.
Okay.
It's unforgivable.
Did you do anything or did you just leave?
Yeah, I did.
What did you do?
I was, I don't want to say it was really bad, but I was very, it's shameful.
What did you do? Maybe we can give you some forgiveness if you tell us what you did.
I was a prostitute.
You were a prostitute. So your family was very wealthy?
Yeah.
But you were a prostitute.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I wanted to.
Because you wanted to.
Didn't mind it. I liked it.
Okay.
It's very active. It's from a very young age, and then my family found out and threatened to, tell everyone about me, and then I packed up and I left.
Okay. So do you get the sense that you got paid for this? So you thought that you would support yourself, or?
No, I mean, I did it because I was bored initially. And then enjoyed it. It was very powerful feeling, actually.
Okay.
Then I got addicted to it, and then it's weird because when I left, it continued it for a few years, but then it was never enough to support me. Like, prostitutes get nothing.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So you're outside this window and you're seeing your niece on her wedding day.
Yeah.
What else is happening?
I see a bunch of people that might also be my relatives, but I don't recognize them.
Okay. Is there anyone else besides your niece that you recognize?
No.
No. Okay. Were you close to your niece when she was younger?
Never met her.
You've never met her? Okay. So was this a younger sister or an older sister?
No, it was a younger sister.
Younger sister. How did you know this was your niece?
I've been kind of stalking her for a while.
Okay, so you've been watching your family?
Yeah.
To see what they're doing and that sort of
but
thing.
Only,
you've been keeping tabs?
Only recently. Only the past few years.
Okay.
10 years, yeah.
Okay. Is your sister still alive?
No.
No, okay. So you just have your niece? Okay. Is this a good marriage that she's getting into?
Yeah, she looks really happy.
Okay. Alright. Is there anything else significant about this day?
It's the same day that my daughter passed away.
So your daughter passed away on the same day that your niece got married?
Yeah. But years before, but it's
Oh, it's like an anniversary of her death.
Same calendar days.
I see, okay. So you went to see what she was doing on that day, to be closer to the family, that sort of thing. Wow, okay. Now, has anything changed about the rings on your finger? Do you see any more significance with them?
One of them is rusting.
One of them's rusting. Okay.
It's turning green.
Uh-huh.
You know that color that metal turns into when it's rusting.
Uh-huh.
And I'm missing one.
You're missing one. Did you lose it? Or did you sell it?
I gave it to someone.
You gave it to someone?
Yeah.
Why did you give it to them?
Because they needed it. They needed something.
They needed it?
Yeah. I don't know who I gave it to.
Do you regret it?
No.
No.
I have very little regrets in my life, except actually even the prostitution.
Okay.
Little regrets.
Okay. So now you've got 2 rings left.
Yeah, I have 2 rings left.
Okay. Do you know who you gave it to, or were they significant to you?
I think I gave it to someone who was starving, needed to sell it.
Okay. So if you had sold it when your daughter was little, would it have saved her?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
Because I thought she was gonna die anyways.
Okay. Was she sick?
Too hard. No, just living in the streets is so hard. So hard.
Okay. All right. Let's close this scene and let's move ahead to another significant day in this same lifetime. Move ahead to a significant day in this lifetime. What do you see?
I'm living on my own.
You're living on your own?
Yeah. And I took money from my family when I moved out, when I ran away. Stole some money.
Okay.
Got myself a small apartment, rented.
Okay.
And I have some friends over.
How old are you there?
I'm like 19.
Okay.
19, yeah.
Do you know your name?
There's like an IA in the end, like something like Rania or Katya or something like that, or Nadia.
Do any of those sound correct?
No.
No, okay.
But there's an IA in the end.
Okay. So we've jumped back and now you're 19?
Yeah.
In the same lifetime?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's happening on this day? You have your friends over in your apartment?
Yeah. And we're getting high and expecting some people to come over, some clients.
Oh, okay.
And we're just like warming up and putting some music and dancing.
What year is this for you now?
It's weird because it feels like it's a later time in the world.
Yeah.
Because of like the...
So perhaps this is another lifetime.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. So what year is this for you now?
It is. It's definitely another lifetime.
Okay.
We're definitely in the 1800s or...
We're in the 1800s.
Or after, even the 19...
Okay. Early 1900s?
Early
Does that
1900s,
sound right?
yeah.
Okay. So you've run away from your family.
Yeah.
And you stole some money.
Yeah.
And you've got yourself an apartment. And your friends are over.
Yeah.
And you've got clients coming.
Yeah.
Do you know where in the world you are?
I'm still in Egypt.
You're still in Egypt. Okay.
Cairo.
Cairo.
But it's more modern now, and there's like newer buildings,
More modern. Okay.
different looking buildings.
Okay.
Our clothes look different. Everything looks different.
Okay. So how do you feel on this day?
Kind of like I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but I'm numbing out everything so that I don't have to deal with it.
Okay. What made you run away?
I wanted independence.
Okay.
My parents were too strict.
Your parents were too strict.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you mentioned there were clients coming over.
Yeah.
What kind of clients?
Some men that wanted to have a good time.
Okay. Are you repeating the pattern again?
Yeah.
The promiscuity and stuff? Okay. All right.
That's just so weird. But yeah.
And you're drinking?
Yeah, we're all drinking.
And smoking?
Yeah, we're having
What are you smoking?
some hash.
Some hash. Okay. All right.
And one of my friends has bought a belly dancing outfit earlier that day.
Okay.
It's a very smoky apartment.
All right. So you're having a good time.
Yeah, it's fun.
And you're waiting for your client.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm really miserable. I'm not having a good time.
Do you know how you found these clients?
I was approached.
You were approached.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been doing this a while?
I think it's my first time.
It's your first time. Maybe that's why you're nervous.
But it's not my friend's first times, but it's my first time.
Okay. So is this how you're going to support yourself?
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
All right, let's move ahead
Okay.
to something significant. Something you would consider significant in this life.
I went to university and I got a degree.
You did?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
I think I saved up enough money.
Okay.
And I went back to my parents and I told them I'm sorry. And they took me back. But it was never the same between us ever again. I broke them. And then I promised I'll make things better, and then I went back to, I finished high school, and then I went back to, then I got a degree from my university. And yeah, it was a very good day. My parents were there in my graduation, but they were happy, but they were never the same again, I think.
Okay. What did you study?
Biology.
Biology. Beautiful. Yeah. So let's move ahead to another significant day in the life of this woman.
Okay.
Move ahead. Something significant is happening. What do you see?
I'm in another country. I'm living again by myself, but I think I'm in France. I think I'm in Paris.
Okay.
I'm in an apartment and I'm writing and I'm reading. I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm much older.
Mm-hmm.
I'm accomplished. I think I'm accomplished something. Like I have like all these like degrees on the wall, and I think I discovered something.
You discovered something.
Yeah.
What did you discover?
Like a new type of plant or something. I don't know.
How old are you there? 59,
58.
Okay. How did you get from Egypt to France?
No, I moved out eventually. My parents never truly forgave me, so I couldn't live with them anymore.
Okay.
Got a job. It took me to France.
Okay.
The French-Egyptian relations were really good that time.
Okay.
So it was easy for me to transfer, and I wanted a new change anyways.
Okay. Did you have children or marry or anything?
No.
Did you ever have a family? No. Okay. Do you have siblings?
No.
No. So you're an only child?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you're in Paris. Are you enjoying your life?
I am.
Yeah.
It's so peaceful, so quiet.
Okay.
I'm reading, I'm writing, it's amazing.
Beautiful.
But if I die, no one will ever know.
Are your parents still alive?
Yeah.
They are. Well, they'll know.
We keep in touch every once in a while, but I feel like they just don't love me the same anymore. Ever since I ran away before.
And they're probably afraid.
I don't blame them. Like, it was such a reckless thing to do. So ungrateful.
Did anything bad happen to you while you were away?
You mean when I ran away?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to talk about that?
No, because I'm ashamed.
You're ashamed. Okay. And did any of what happened, is any of that affecting your current life?
Yeah, I definitely never want to get married. I think it put me off of marrying someone or being with someone. I think it ruined me emotionally.
Okay. Okay.
And I never want to get kids, because then the kids would be, like, exposed to such a life.
Okay. So your time when you ran away from your parents and you lived alone, that's where you feel like you were injured, so that you didn't then want any relationships or marriage or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let's move ahead to another significant day in this life of this woman. This woman that discovered something. Let's move ahead to another significant day in her life. What do you see?
I moved back to Egypt.
You moved back to Egypt?
My parents passed away.
Okay.
My father first, then my mother.
Okay.
So I had to move back and prepare for their funeral and do all the necessary steps.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
Really sad.
You're sad.
But I'm not heartbroken, because I know I'll see them again, so it's fine.
Okay. So reincarnation was instilled in you?
Reincarnation and also the afterlife.
Okay.
It's more like I'll see them later.
Okay.
I believe in... reincarnation is real. But so is the afterlife. At some point we have there is a time when this world will end, and all these souls will go somewhere else and then live again somewhere else.
Okay. Which religion are you in this lifetime?
I'm Christian.
Christian.
Yeah.
Okay. Did your parents leave you anything significant?
They did.
What did they leave you?
They left me like this, I want to say necklace
Necklace.
with beads. Beaded necklace.
Okay. What does the beaded necklace represent?
For every single bead, it's more like a thing I have to do every day.
Okay.
So with every bead, I have to say what I'm grateful for.
Like a rosary?
Like a rosary.
Okay.
But it's more like it's a reminder of the things that we should be grateful for. The importance of listing it out. So with every bead, you hold the bead,
Mm-hmm.
and then you say what you're grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do like five beads a day, or whatever, until I think there's like 28 beads in total.
Mm-hmm.
Until you get to the point of mastering this idea of being grateful.
Okay.
Gratitude. Until you get to the day where you can list 28 things you're grateful for in one time.
Okay. Is this something that's significant in your family? Has it been left down for generations?
No.
No. Okay.
Just something my mom wanted to get me.
So your mom
Just to remind me, yeah, to never be as ungrateful as I used to be, because I was very ungrateful. She got it on purpose to remind me.
Okay. That's beautiful. So you're planning their funeral.
Yeah.
You're back in Egypt. What else is significant about this time?
I think I'm thinking of moving back permanently.
To Egypt.
Yeah, and doing something good with the money I've earned, and maybe opening a center for research or something. So I have plans.
You have plans.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Well, let's move ahead to see what you end up doing in Egypt. Move ahead. You've moved back to Egypt. What are you doing?
I didn't open a center, like a large center,
Mm-hmm.
but I have like this clinic that helps people,
Okay.
helps them, like if they have any wounds,
Mm-hmm.
I use like herbology to help them feel better,
Okay.
because it's much cheaper than buying medicine, and it's more
Yeah.
effective.
Okay. That's very beautiful.
It's a very small clinic, and one of my patients likes me and wants to marry me, although I'm like a 70-year-old lady.
What do you think about that?
This was like 30 years ago, maybe.
Okay. Beautiful. Are you happy in your life and what you've done now?
I am. I feel my parents would have been really proud of me.
Oh, good. Beautiful. Let's move ahead to the last day of this life. Very last day. What's happening?
I know why my dreams... I know I've been dreaming about that wave.
What's happened?
Okay, I was in Alexandria,
Mm-hmm.
me and many, many other people, and it was winter, and it was raining a lot, and the thing is, the beach is right next to the main road.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the water reaches the main road. The barriers weren't barriers at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like completely open. And then this huge wave came out of nowhere. It literally just came out of nowhere. It came out crashing onto the road, and it took everything with it. It took kids and families and cars, and it even like damaged the front facade of the buildings facing the beach, and it killed so many people.
Wow.
And I was one of them.
Okay.
I was driving, and it just came and took me. It was so strong, and then that's it. But I didn't feel bad for me. I felt bad for all these kids that were just too young to die.
Mm-hmm. So have you left your body yet?
I will.
Okay. You don't have to rush. You can experience whatever you'd like to experience. Once you take your last breath and leave your body, tell me what you see. Tell me what you feel.
I'm underwater, but I can breathe.
How come you can breathe?
I left the body.
You left the body.
Yeah.
Okay.
The body's gone. It's
What
like a pile of corpses at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea. But I left the body, and I'm just floating now.
Have you reached the light yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the light. So every life has a purpose. What do you think was the purpose of this life?
To remind people of the importance of gratitude.
Gratitude. Okay.
If you're thankful, then literally you'll be happy every day of your life.
So do you think that you needed to run away when you were young so that you would have more appreciation for what you had?
Yeah.
Okay. So everything that happened when you were 19, you needed it to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wish you could learn some of the lessons without going through the hard parts, but
Are you able to see the life that you had before that? Are you able to see the life purpose of that life?
I see me. Being rich doesn't necessarily mean being happy.
Was she happier after she actually
She was
gave
much
up all her
happier.
riches?
Much happier.
And what was the purpose of her daughter dying?
The purpose of her daughter dying, it's more like the sacrifices that you make when you want to become happier. You have to go through pain.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like you can't understand light unless you see dark.
For sure.
Okay.
You have to understand. You have to go. So you choose what pain you want in your life, and then you have to go through the pain, enjoy the pain, and then you'll be much happier after that. Like, you can't avoid pain.
Okay.
So you choose what pain is worth it and what pain is not worth it.
Okay. It's very wise.
Old lady. Have to be wise.
So you're in the afterlife, yes? Have you met with your guides yet to discuss the life that you just had?
No.
Not yet? Okay.
You can't be in the afterlife. It's not time.
It's not time.
No. None of us are in the afterlife yet. We all go to the afterlife together at the same time.
Okay.
The day that the world ends, we go to the afterlife.
So until then, we keep coming back for new lessons?
Until then, yes. Reincarnation, energy, maybe even floating spirits. Some of us go and come back, but we're never fully in the afterlife until the world ends. We all die. We go in together to the new world. So it's not time yet.
Okay.
But it's not very far. There's an old saying, I don't know how valid it is, but at least in the Quran, that says if you, the day, and this is, the Quran was in, I don't know what, how many years ago, centuries ago. And I don't know if it's the same in Christianity, or in Judaism, but there's a saying that says, the day that the desert Bedouins start competing over who has the higher towers, and the day that shame is no longer a feeling that is felt, and the day that there are so many others, the day that consumerism becomes the most important thing, or something like that. And there are so many other signs, but there's these are the small signs that are telling you that once this happens, there will be bigger signs, and once those bigger signs happen, then the last day of the world is right around the corner. So we're not that far away. We finished the smaller signs, we're just waiting for the bigger signs.
That actually coincides with what a lot of people are witnessing and experiencing, especially when they do these sort of sessions, that there's a massive change ahead, and the world as we know it will be changing, and it will be no more. There'll be a new world.
There will be a new world. But the most beautiful world to look forward to it's actually later. It's so beautiful.
So right now, are you in the life between lives?
Right now I'm just...
Are you selecting where you're going next?
I'm here, I'm always here.
You're always here.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Is there anything else you'd like to say from this standpoint that you're in right now?
There's nothing to be scared of. Just enjoy.
Okay.
There's nothing scary out there. And whatever higher element is taking care of all of us really loves us. So, pain and suffering is just a part of it.
Okay. Is it an illusion?
Pain and suffering?
Yeah, in a way.
Might be an illusion, but the way you feel, you have to feel, life is made out of balances. How do you know that something is good without knowing that something else is bad? Good and bad. Exactly.
Okay.
Good and bad, how can you define something as good? What do you mean by good, or pleasure, or happiness? That's just a measure. Based on what? Based on something that that is the complete opposite. So you need both. And maybe it's an illusion given to us to understand that there's a contrast, so we can actually really be happy when we need to be happy.
Okay.
I don't know. Then again, what do I know?
Everything. Is there anything that we can do for her to give her a little bit of a reassurance? Little signs, or just anything she can do?
She needs to start meditating.
Meditating.
And praying properly again. She hasn't been praying properly for a long time.
Okay, so she needs to connect to you more.
Yeah, she's like, I just don't have time. She's always running around. She doesn't sit and think sometimes.
So she needs to just make the time to connect with you.
It's so important.
Okay.
She has to pray. She has to meditate. She has to, it's food. It's like eating. It's as important as eating.
You make time, and that's that.
You have to, yeah.
So are you sending her signs that maybe she's not seeing?
She's ignoring me.
She's ignoring you.
She's sleeping whenever she has a bit of time. I think she has an issue where she likes to oversleep, or it's more like she doesn't know what to do, so she sleeps.
So you think that rather than her go take a nap, she should actually go sit down and meditate or pray?
Yes.
That would actually be more restful probably for her.
Much better.
And then she'll be able to connect with you and read your signs more.
Yeah, much better.
So she needs to stop ignoring you.
Yes.
She was saying how she's worried that she gets this feeling like lately she's very entitled. What's that all about? Is it coming from these past lives that we've just seen?
I never thought of it that way. I think so. I mean, both these women from the past life, they weren't happy. Not happy, they were just so ungrateful, and they ran away. They're like, no, I deserve a happier life or whatever. Maybe this whole I deserve, phrase needs to be toned down a bit, because
well, there's really no such thing of I deserve,
exactly.
Is there? Everyone deserves, but if you're not grateful for what you have or seeing the good in what you have, then it doesn't matter how much you have, you'll still not have enough.
Exactly.
Okay. So, as far as any leftover memories that we have from these past lives, are they serving her in this current life?
Yes, and she doesn't even know it.
And she doesn't know it. Okay. So we don't want to sort of sever the memories more.
Yeah.
We want to keep them.
Let's keep them.
Okay. All right. But as far as the whole being entitled and all that,
yeah,
she should just meditate instead.
She should just
of worrying
meditate.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay. We choose when we're going to die, don't we?
I'm not 100% agreeing with that.
No. Okay.
Only because
do we choose circumstances?
We choose, you're right, in the sense that we fight till our last breath, and then once we let go, we choose when we let go.
Okay.
But some people don't get that privilege.
Okay.
Some people just die instantly because of how they died. But that's usually in like terrible accidents, or like when you have like the luxury of knowing when you're gonna die, or like you're sick, or you're in the hospital, you have some time. So
we didn't decide this before we came into this life? Some of the
aspects?
Written
for us.
It's written for us.
It's written for us. We all have a time when we're gonna die, an exact second, exact day. Everything's written for us. Actually,
so in some ways, her fear doesn't control any of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
She has, yeah.
Sorry, you were saying? Actually what?
Regarding the things that are written for us, there are 3 things that are written for us. It's not just death.
Okay.
It's always 4 things.
4 things.
It's written for you when you're gonna die. It's written for you when you're getting married. Okay. Because marriage is very important, because that relates to increasing the population, and when you're getting married, and it's written for you how many kids you're going to have, and it's written for you how much money you're going to have at certain times. Okay. Like wealth, yeah, you work hard and all that, but then maybe if it's written for you that you're born into like a poorer family, then you're going to, and that's you don't find riches later on, then you're living in that poorer community or society. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're below anyone. Yeah. It just means that you have less money, but you can live an even richer life. It has nothing to do with that. Okay. But you're just living in a less rich community in terms of money. Or when I say money, I don't mean a currency. I don't mean like dollars or dirhams. It's more like an exchange. Okay. Something to exchange for food, something to exchange for shelter, something to exchange for...
Okay, abundance.
Exactly.
Okay.
So these are the 4 things that are written for you.
Interesting.
Before you're born.
Okay.
While you're in the womb.
Did you get to decide any of this?
No.
You don't get to decide.
You don't get to decide.
Okay.
But you get to decide everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything else that lead up to these moments. So it's a bit tricky. You might say, so if I know, if it's written for me when I'm gonna die, what's the point? Like, then I can just live my life every day and whatever. I can be irresponsible and I can, do responsible things because I'm gonna die at some point and I don't know when I'm gonna die and it's written for me. So why should I take decisions? Can't think like that. It's the opposite. You have to
make the best of what you have.
Yeah, and also your decisions do influence when you die.
Okay.
So it's 50-50. It's like
Okay.
power from when it's written.
Yeah.
But then it's written because it knows what your decisions are going to be.
Sort of like the oracle.
Exactly.
Okay.
There is an oracle. The oracle knows exactly what Ali's thinking, exactly what her next step is. Because it knows what your decisions are going to be. And that's why he or she decided, when your last day is going to be and, how much money you're going to have based on, your decisions in that era. How many kids, when you're going to get married, based on your decisions in relationships and love and life. It knows all your decisions before you've even done it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's no point in fearing death because it's already been decided.
What can you tell us about her relationship with food? Are you able to discuss that?
She eats a lot when she's stressed.
Is it a control thing? Because that she's able to control that aspect?
She's not able to control it. I think it's getting worse. When she feels like she's out of control.
That as well is out of her control?
Yeah, but it is in her control. She's just choosing not to control it.
Mm-hmm.
She's choosing not to take care of her food. She's choosing to eat really bad things for her. She hasn't had vegetables.
She hasn't.
In a while.
So what can we do with that?
I can tell her right now to just stop and take control.
Okay.
Because it's going to have serious health issues down the line.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help her curb the overeating? Like, can we change her taste buds? Can we give her a cue? Is there anything we can do?
I can tell her right now that all you're going to be eating is just things that are good for your body. Okay. And fast food is not tasty. It's not good for you. It's like processed. God knows what they put in it. You don't know what you're eating. It's calories, but just nothing nutritious.
Okay.
I have to remind her to just take care of her body.
Can we make the fast food not taste so great?
Yes. Very oily and disgusting. You can do that.
All right. So next time she has it, she's not going to like the taste of it at all.
She's going to throw up.
Okay. Fair enough. Is that what's causing the stomach? She said she's having issues with her stomach. Is it?
Yes.
It's because of the food, isn't it?
Yes, it's all food.
Okay.
It's
so the bloating and then the pain she has in her
and it's also the
stuff.
Stress.
And the stress.
The stress is holding on her body.
Okay.
She's stress storing. She's storing all the fat because she's stressed. Because her body thinks that she's in survival mode.
Feast or famine.
Yeah.
Is that somehow tied to her past lives as well?
Yes.
Is it that past life where she didn't have enough to eat?
It's the first one, yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's related because this is probably the most thing that's related to her right now from her past lives.
Is that why you showed her those 2 past lives?
Yeah.
So it has mostly to do with the gratitude and the food?
And
what
also
else?
the food, she shouldn't be overindulging, especially when she's not hungry. She just eats because I'm not even sure why. She's being stubborn. She's being very stubborn.
Is there anything else she can learn from those 2 past lives that you showed her?
She has to be kinder to her family. Because if there's two things that you can see from the past life, is that they both women regret what they did and running away and breaking their families' hearts.
Mm-hmm.
The first woman was at the end of her life stalking her old family
Mm-hmm.
because she missed them. And the second one, she went back and she moved back and she felt so much regret.
Mm-hmm.
This means she needs to quit her job. Like, she keeps complaining that her job is holding up everything, or take some time off, then she has to.
So she's giving energy to the things that don't fulfill her and aren't heading in the right direction, and she's avoiding the things that would fulfill her and
Yes.
would put her in the right direction.
Because she's scared of being broke, of having no money.
Would that happen?
She would have a hard time. She wouldn't be broke, but she would have a hard time.
Okay.
But it's okay. Money comes and goes.
So it would be temporary.
Yeah. She just has to take that step.
But eventually, would you actually step in, or not step in, but do you see that she would always have abundance? So she doesn't have to...
She shouldn't worry too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stepping away from this topic a little bit, she wanted to know, when her uncle passed, she would see shadows walking through the house. Is there anything you can tell us about that shadow? What was it that was in the house when her uncle passed? Was it him?
I can't recognize him. I can't recognize the shadow.
Okay. Was it a spirit?
But it was a kind spirit.
A kind spirit. Okay. Was it checking on her, or was it just filling up space, or what was the spirit doing there?
It was reminding her of her uncle.
Okay.
That he's still there.
Mm.
But it wasn't her uncle.
Did it kind of come on her uncle's behalf?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like, it was just like a reminder.
Interesting.
She did something else though. Like, whenever that year when she was alone at home,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't the first time that spirit came. It came many times.
Okay.
But it wasn't evil. It was just coming to say hello.
Do spirits actually come and try to talk to her a lot?
None of them try to talk,
No.
as in verbally, but they do provide energy.
Energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they do a lot. To her whole family.
Okay. What about her sister? Her sister seems a bit more comfortable with the spirits and talks about good spirits and...
I'm worried about her. Because I don't know what kind of spirit friend she has there. Like,
Well, let's have a look. Let's connect with that. Where did she pick up this spirit?
in her dream.
Okay, so the spirit found her in her dream
Yeah.
and attached itself to her.
Yeah, came back with her.
Okay. Is it serving her
Yeah.
in a good way?
It does whatever she tells her.
Okay.
I mean, the spirit does whatever my sister tells.
Is it harming her in any way?
No, but it's not helping her either.
Okay. Would she be better if this spirit was released from her?
Yeah, she'd be more at peace.
Okay. Why don't we connect to her sister and this spirit and have a talk to it? Can we do that?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Not a good idea. Okay.
Because I don't know what I'm getting myself involved in.
Okay. So, is there anything we can do to release the spirit from her?
I have to talk to my sister.
Okay. Are we able to talk to her subconscious?
No.
No. Okay. So we should leave that alone.
Needs more power to do that.
Okay. All right. If you don't feel we should connect, we will not connect. That's okay. So the final question that we have is, she was dreaming of a beach or a large body of water, a big wave. Did we see this in the past life?
It was a second dream.
Okay.
The second woman.
Yeah. That's what she's remembering, huh?
Yeah.
The big body of water.
Remembering it as frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that just means that she has time to change stuff in her life.
Okay.
She's not going to die yet. That's why it's frozen. The wave is not going to catch her yet.
Okay, I understand. Now, I've been researching or looking into what it means to have big bodies of water in your dream, and essentially it's that you're overwhelmed, or you're, that you're overwhelmed with what's happening, or you're spiritually, or even just in your everyday life.
Mm.
Is that what that means for her?
It's that, but she's also tapping into, it's also the memory of
Okay.
of her former self.
Okay.
That she's, every time you start scared, or she's, having a bad day and she sleeps,
Mm-hmm.
Her past self remembers the scariest moment in her life, which is when that wave came.
Oh,
That's why the image keeps coming back.
I see.
It's actually a memory.
Can we do anything to release her of that memory? Because it's not really serving her anymore, is it, for this life?
No.
Can we release that memory from her? Or at least detach her from fearing that memory?
I think we should install some, like, we can't remove the memory.
Mm-hmm. So install some new
She should
meaning
learn
there.
from it, not fear it.
Okay, okay.
Learn that, okay, this just means that, I'm alive and I have time and it's okay, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I need to live better and be better.
Are you able to see at all why I keep having these dreams of large bodies of water? But I'm always okay. I don't fear it, but I have a lot of dreams about large bodies of water, big waves or tsunamis, or it's reoccurring.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're balanced.
I'm balanced.
You're balanced because, some people fear the waves.
Mm-hmm.
Most people would fear the waves, but you've trained yourself to accept everything.
Oh,
and just be
that's
balanced.
lovely.
While everyone else would be scared, you're like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, I do feel that way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Just before we leave today, can you do a body scan on Yusser? Is there anything that needs healing? Or do you see any shadows anywhere?
Her neck.
In her neck. What is going on with her neck?
It's the most it's a place that holds all her stress.
Her neck holds her stress. Okay.
It's really bad.
Is there an entity there, or do we need some healing there?
Need a lot of love and healing.
Okay, let's send it lots of love and healing. Let's tap into that universal energy and send her neck lots of love and healing. Is there anything she can do to support
she
her
needs
neck?
to treat her body better, and
Okay.
when she's working, she needs to take extra care of her neck, because it's the weakest point in her body.
Okay.
And supports the head, which is important. So
Yeah.
she needs to really take care of it.
Okay. Okay. So when she starts doing the meditation and the prayers and that'll help actually with her neck
Yes,
as well. Okay.
yeah.
Do you see any
All
entities
connected.
attached to her anywhere?
No,
No entities.
she's empty, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that might need some healing?
Healing? No, but maybe her mind. She needs to really just take it easy. She takes everything so seriously.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to send her any messages?
To smile more.
Smile more.
She hasn't smiled in a while.
Okay. Well, this upcoming marriage is stressing her out of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, she's using it as an excuse.
Okay.
It's not the marriage.
So it'll be a happy marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a good guy.
Excellent. Well, do you have any final messages for her? Do you have anything that she maybe needs to hear, or maybe give her some guidance, or
just smile, take it easy. You don't have to overwork. You don't have to be successful. Just be happy. It's fine.
That's the point of us being here, isn't it?
Yeah.
To go into the direction of our happiness.
And take a risk every once in a while. It's okay.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Die? You're not going to die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Besides meditation and the prayer, are there any rituals or activities or anything she should do to make herself feel better?
She needs to drink more herbal tea.
More herbal tea for her. Okay.
Herbal tea is the best thing because it calms you.
Okay. Okay. And what about if she was ever feeling stressed? This is just something that popped into my mind. Is there a particular color of light or a particular color that she would find very healing or soothing?
Green.
Green. Okay. So if she pictured green, would that be healing for her or soothing for her?
Green or blue.
Green or blue. Okay.